This is something that could really help you out. So your decision making right here. So you have one of two decisions. It's a 3v4. So you have two decisions in this scenario. So you can either go through the doorway you just did, or you can jump through the door here, or the window here, and you can wall bang the bookshelf that the thermite is on. What is going on, guys? A21 Mayo here. Today I'm bringing episode number 13 of the Viewer VoD review series. Make sure you guys go check out the description. There are links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, as well as my tip video playlist down below. And as I said in the previous two VoD review videos, I have closed the Google Form submissions because I had over 40 VODs to review. So I'm sorry if you wanted to submit your VOD, but for right now the form is closed. So I will let you guys know as soon as it is open, but for right now it is closed. And with all of that out of the way, let's move on to the VOD. This is by Poolfied, I believe, something like that. And yeah, let's jump into the VOD. Guess you're trying to get a Valcam in that.
It may be trying to rush.
Okay, so you spent all that time in that ammo just to throw a Valcam on the rack.
Two drones coming from tunnel.
Alright, so okay, so you're putting your Valcams in weird locations, like, definitely, you can put one in CC. I would definitely put one in there. You don't need the one PC, the last one you just threw there. You don't need that there.
Oh, we didn't reinforce garage. Anybody have a reinforcement?
Okay, so your mic isn't working, but I guess we'll just rock with it. Okay, so you're calling out Ying and Sledge in garage. Now, one thing I'm noticing is you're getting tunnel zone on your cams. I would definitely, if you're gonna sit in your Valcams like this, definitely check the one garage too.
Thermite.
Because you never know, someone could crouch walk up through garage right now. Your mouse movement seems a little bit shaky. I would try lowering your sensitivity. I feel like you're on too high of a DPI or sense.
One's already in right there.
Okay, so your cab is trying to flank. You hear one proning into the bomb site. Yeah, so you're just over peeking. You're the only person, well, besides Goyo, but you and Goyo are the only people that can deny plant right now. Like, no one else can deny plant. Like, they have no utility to deny it. They have to shoot them. So you dying here leaves it all up to Goyo to deny plant, and there's only a minute 30 left in the round. So that means even if someone goes for default plant here and they die from the nitro cell, that's all your team has for utility to deny the plant. So you dying here is a huge upset. So you just overpeaked, honestly. Like, just don't overpeak. Like, you have intel, you can see when they go into the bomb site. Just play it passive. You can deagle out the wall. Because the whole wall was soft, you can deagle out the wall so that we can toss the nitro through it. You can go prone, go on your cam, give callouts, and either wait for the cab to flank, or you can burn the clock, wait for the defenders to plant, or the attackers to plant, and it would have been a lot more successful than you just trying to peek someone and you losing the gunfight. So you seem to favor Valkyrie,
Trading works. That's all you can do.
which is fine.
Or so.
Yeah, I would definitely turn down your sensitivity or DPI. Just by the way you're running around, you're like shaking. Definitely turn down your sensitivity or DPI. It's probably your DPI. So whatever DPI you're at, definitely lower it. I recommend 400 to 800 DPI. Those are really two good, solid DPIs. And then play with your sensitivity. If you haven't already, go watch my go watch my sensitivity guide. Or my aim guide. I go over sensitivity and DPI in that video. Damn. You're a savage on the keyboard. I'll tell you that much. So, see, here you go again, holding long angles.
Entrance in main lobby.
The way you looked at that dock. So you know the last operator they have is a BB. Commander cams again, which is good.
What?
Real good.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was repelling. He was repelling
Where are they at?
from the main lobby.
So your cab got an interrogation without saying anything. Ooh, okay, so you injure at least, which is good. Okay, so this is actually really good. This is something that could really help you out. So your decision making right here. So you have one of two decisions. It's a 3v4. Okay, and you have wall hacks right now. So you have two decisions in this scenario. Okay. So you can either go through the door way you just did, or you can jump through the door here, or the window here, and you can wall bang the bookshelf that the thermite is on. You have two decisions here. Now, you taking a 1v1 or 1v2 here is a lot less likely for you to win. Obviously, because we know the outcome, you injure the thermite and that's all that happens. But if you went to the left here, what could have they done? This thermite was still inside when you ran this way, so it would have been the same timing pretty much. So if you ran to the left, jumped through the window, and then shot the bookshelf somewhere around here, you would have killed the thermite for free. I mean, it would have been a freebie, and he most likely has diffuser. So what can the attackers do? Well, they have to get diffuser control again. So you had this is a really important decision for you to make. Don't get tunnel zoned on the fact that you have a Caveira interrogation and you have wall hacks, because it ended up getting you killed with you only getting a down on the thermite. Instead, you could have probably killed the thermite if you went to the left. So I want to watch this again so you would have killed the thermite. He was planting. He was planting before he shot you. So you definitely would have killed him. It would have been an absolute free kill. And he has diffuser, how I said. So yeah, that's a really important decision that you have to make there. Don't get tunnel zone on the fact that you have a Caveira interrogation. Think about one thing that everyone should do in this game is always think about where is the best position for me to win a gunfight. So definitely think about that the next time you want to take a gunfight with a Caveira interrogation active. Alright, so now we're on to round 3. You really love Valk, which is fine. I mean, Valk's not a bad operator at all. Now you're putting your same Valk cams. So this is something that a lot of people tend to do. And this is like the only way you can really learn this is if you can play competitive, but I'm going to teach you something that is really important about this game is utility placement. Now, as you just saw, you place the exact same Valk cam as you did the last round when you went CCTV locker. Now, did the attackers shoot that Valk cam? Probably not. But it's still always good to change up your utility placement so that way it's not a free Valk cam for them to shoot because you put it in the same spot you did the last round. So always constantly change your utility placement. For every single piece of utility you put, so for this example, for every single Valk cam, you should have at least three good spots that can perform the same thing. So let's just say that Valk cam you just threw in PCs where you go prone. You should have 3 spots for this area if you want to put the Valk cam here. I wouldn't suggest putting a Valk cam there, but you don't really need intel on this area. But if you, just for this example in specific, you should have 3 areas at least where you can put a piece of utility, so that way it's not in the same spot every single round. Because a good player will pick up on your patterns, and they'll shoot your utility without like them even needing to drone it. Okay, so this Velt Cam here, you can put, okay, if you put the Velt Cam on the other side of the mirror, it can see through this window, and it can see through this window, and it can see both of the garage pushes on each side of the police car. So putting it there is definitely not the play, because not only is it a lot easier to see, it's a lot more noticeable, but you see less with it.
Oh, never mind.
I still have 1 reinforcement left.
Yeah, see, you can't even see the doors, or the garage door from there.
Their main lobby.
Their main lobby?
I think there's someone in the tunnel.
So you're playing a little bit closer to the door. So you definitely know how to adjust. This is a good adjustment, because the reason you lost the gunfight here last round was because you were too far away, and you gave the attackers the advantage of them having an ACOG.
I can hear them droning over.
They're in dirt.
Now you're getting tunnel zoned again on your cams. So what you need to know here is you don't need to be on this camera for 10 seconds. This is what this smoke canister tells me. Because a smoke canister lasts for 10 seconds. So that means that for 10 seconds I don't need to watch the dirt push. So I can get on other cams besides my Velt cams, or even check my other 2 Velt cams. But don't just get on your Velt cams and watch one cam for 30 seconds. Because obviously, like, if you watch a cam for 30 seconds and you see nothing or hear nothing, then that means that they're not over there. That means that they're pushing somewhere else, and you could have gotten intel somewhere else if you were on the default cams or a different Velt cam. So you don't need to watch this area because the smoke canister is already there. Yeah, see, look, they're in vault now. They're in vault. You could have gotten this intel already. You could have known that they're vault already just because
In the vault.
Sledge's vault. Sledge's.
just because you weren't
It's on
tunnel
the right
zoned on a
side of the
camera.
vault.
Okay, so you kill the sledge. Now the interesting thing about what happened there on this hatch, you should have taken this gunfight. Not only did you have every advantage to yourself. Okay, so when you're playing this round, I'm assuming that you're like really stressed out because there's a lot going on around you. You're having Jaeger shoot his gun, you're having an explosion, you're hearing a barricade break. But you're getting a lot of intel just because of what's going on around you. So 1, you know Sledge is in vault or around that area. 2, you know 1 is garage because they just meleeed the barricade. And 3, when you take this gunfight on the Capitao, okay, so you know Sledge is in vault, 1 garage, and you know that 2 are open area. So you know where 4 out of the 5 attackers are at. Because the Thermite opened the admin hatch to CCTV, the one where you just shot the Capitao through. And you know Sledge's vault because you got the call out and you hear the sound of his gun. And also someone just died over there. And you know someone's garage. So you know where 4 people are at. Now, you could have won this gunfight if you stuck it out a little bit longer versus the Capitao. Like if you just kept shooting and didn't leave, you probably would have killed that Capitao. But with that being said, you could have been shot in the back by the garage, so it's just like a situational thing. But in this specific situation, you could have killed that Capitao fairly easily because you had every advantage on him. But you rotate
the
out.
vault.
Sledge is vault.
You know, Sledge is still vault.
It's on the right side of the vault.
You kill Sledge. Now, I don't know what happens up to here. You push through. So, you know, one is garage. One's probably going to be on the hatch above you.
They're in server.
So, your team is giving consistent callouts, which is good.
Who's there?
Don't, no.
Right there.
You just wasted your
Thermite
only
like that,
nitro
don't
cell
see
on
me.
your team. Don't throw a nitro cell out
Thermites, put in.
like that. Especially when you're the only one who
Absolutely.
has one. You have sound cues of people planting. Just learn the sound cues. Okay, so you know Blackbeard is garage.
Oh, Blackbeard in garage.
Thermites trying to plant. Thermites planting. Oh, thermites down.
Okay, so you guys should just take above control right now. Your Cav is already doing that by going to the hatch. So you staying down here is pointless. You just killed Thermite trying to plant, so you have somewhat diffuser control with 20 seconds left. So you don't even need to stay up, go upstairs really. You could just sit on main stairs and just kick it up real fast, like just chill. You can tell the Cav to stay on the hatch and try to stop them from planting, and you can hold the cross into lockers. And if they go into lockers successfully, then you can come down main stairs. Either the BB is going to be holding an angle this way on you, on your main stairs cross here, or he's going to be holding an angle towards Red Hall over here. Either way, you can pretty much cross safely into lockers and most likely kill the planter. And that's if the BB isn't holding an angle on you, obviously, but you could just sprint across real fast and probably make it. You might be really lit, but the whole point is to stop the diffuser being planted.
Thatcher's trying to plant right here.
So you're getting tunnel zoned.
Thatcher on ping.
Don't back out. Why are you backing out? There's 3 seconds left. You need to be playing as aggressive as you can right now. There's 3 seconds left. You injure the BB in garage, and you have pings. You have pings and callouts. You need to be listening. You're getting tunnel zoned way too much every single round. You need to be paying attention to callouts, pings, and where the attackers are at.
Thatcher on ping. Planting.
You guys might lose this round because of this. You know the last one is somewhere in server.
He ran behind servers.
He's to your
Behind the
right.
server.
So
Behind the server.
behind the server rack, homie. Okay, so you just won the gunfight.
The fuse might do
Good
it.
job.
You have so much intel, yet you're not capitalizing on it. I don't know what rank you are. I'm assuming maybe like low gold, high silver, somewhere around there. But you need to be paying attention to things like this. Because he had so much intel, and yet you were playing passive. If you got super aggressive there when the diffuser was planted, even if you die, your main objective is to kill the planter. If you kill the planter and you die immediately, like right after, that's still good, because by the time that you die, there's going to be like 1 second left, and they most likely won't be able to plant. So you just need... Once you enter that BB, you need to be full sprinting towards CC, because your team is giving you constant pings from your Velt cams, and they're also giving you constant and accurate callouts. So you just need to book it over to CC and try to kill the planter. Your Cav has control from above. And you need to be playing a pressure as well. You can't let the Cav do everything there. Alright, let's move on to the next round.
Going from open area.
Okay, so you're Nomad and you're trying to take Garage. I don't know why you want to take Garage with Nomad.
Wow.
Maybe it was a random pick and you just wanted to take Garage anyway. But I don't see why you would want to take Garage when you're a flank watching operator. Like, this is just wasted utility by this point.
You want me to open this?
And there's a mirror here too, so the chances of you getting through here successfully is very low.
Where's that from?
Hey, look at that. He gives slow rotation. Oh, thanks, man.
Actually, this is your opportunity to strike right now. Oh, you should. You get way too scared on gunfights.
I'm not seeing any cam on A.
Don't get so scared like
They have
that.
a mirror, that's why.
Like, you need to understand that attackers have way better guns than defenders. Most defenders, at least. Most defenders usually have a high fire rate and low damage. And you have like a medium fire rate, like high damage with the AK. So you probably would have won that gunfight against
Wait,
Samira.
what?
Obviously, she can hit a lucky headshot or whatever, but
Get up,
you need to understand when you have the advantage
He shot me
in a
from,
gunfight.
Fuck. Archive.
Also, that air jab you put down, instead of putting an air jab wherever you put it up in the corner, put one here and put one on the double door to your right, where the mirror's at. Because, like, you're already main stairs, you have full map control pretty much. Your team is ready to execute the bomb site. So you can waste those 2 air jabs there. Don't worry about being conservative.
He shot me through that little hole he made with that fucking nitro cell on the other side.
That was a good repositioning. You wanted a drone, so you repositioned to a safer location, which
Utter
is good.
crap out of me.
Good job. Yeah.
Now you need to be calling out to your teammates, "Hey, I'm in PCs. I'm in Vault now."
Go get him, Nomad.
So that way they can rotate around you.
They're probably sitting on the mirror window to the right.
Okay,
To the
so
right?
you pushed through when you got spotted. You got spotted somewhere around here. You can see it on the screen. So the defenders already know where you're coming from, and you just push right into their arms. That's an easy pre-fire for the mirror for the most part. So once you get spotted, you should just hold an angle. Well, firstly, shoot the default cam and then hold an angle. Reposition, hold a different angle. Because you already have all the map control you need to plant. Just tell, "Hey, Sledge, we have lockers control. Come over here and plant in lockers." That's all you need to say. You have plenty of map control in order to plant. And you have 2 air jabs left, and oh, you don't have flashes, but you have 2 air jabs left. So you can cut off 2 rotates and only have to worry about if you put down your air jabs, the last 2, that would allow you to only worry about a few angles instead of having to worry about a lot of angles. So once you get spotted here, just shoot the default cam, reposition, and hold an angle, and tell everyone to rotate to you, so that way we can plant.
To the right? Back right, cam show? You'd be zooming.
Okay, so match point. You're bringing the Nomad again. You drone square. I would definitely check your corners before you break that open. Definitely check your corners. Oh, that's your thermite.
Frost is on the ground.
Yeah. Lower your sense, bro. Lower your sensitivity. You lost that gunfight simply because you have too high of a sensitivity. We can watch it back again. As soon as you started engaging this Frost, your aim was shaky as hell. Like, you whiffed every single bullet. You didn't hit her once. So definitely lower your sensitivity. You will win a lot more gunfights. I know it's going to be rough at the beginning because it's going to be a different sensitivity that you're not used to, but it will be worth it in the end. Trust me. Find a good sensitivity that you like, that you're consistent on. Play a lot of T-Hunt on that sensitivity so that way you can build a muscle memory of it faster. And you can build your gun skill faster as well. Because you lost that gunfight simply because your sense is too high. Your DPI or your sense. Whichever is too high, lower it. Again, as I said, 400 and 800 DPI are 2 really solid DPIs. And if you don't have like a gaming mouse, definitely save up some money to buy a gaming mouse. You're getting 140 frames in game, so you have a decent computer. So just worry about a good mouse if you don't have one already. And yeah. So to give you a conclusion on on your gameplay. So on defense, change your utility placement, and think about don't think, just try not to wide swing as much, pretty much. You play Velk a lot, so maybe practice some different Velk cams or good spots. Go into a custom game, practice good Velk cam spots, or watch videos on good Velk cam spots. Because of some of your Velk cams were really or pretty bad. They were really easy to see and shoot. So definitely work on your utility placement and work on not wide swinging as much. And maybe try to think about your positioning a little bit too. Because I know you're a low rank. I'm assuming you're like silver. I would say you're probably like silver 2, maybe silver 1. So worry about your positioning, your utility placement. And on attack, I didn't really get much out of attack. But with Nomad in specific, don't solo push something. Go with the team. Make sure you're putting down your air jabs on flanks, so that way your utility is properly being used, instead of just like solo pushing garages Nomad. It's not something you should be doing with Nomad. So yeah, I mean, take those tips into consideration. I hope you get better as a player. And I hope this video helped you out, and I hope the video helped out the other people that are watching. So if you did enjoy it, make sure you guys support me. Hit that sub button and that like button, as well as that notification bell, so you can keep up to date with all of my videos and my posts. And make sure you guys go check out the description. As I said before at the beginning of the video, there are links to my Twitch, Twitter, Discord, as well as my tip video playlist down below. I have 30 different tip videos in that tip video playlist, so if you are struggling with something else in Rainbow Six Siege, make sure you guys check out that tip video playlist. And yeah, that'll wrap up the VoD review. Again, just worry about your positioning, utility placement, everything I said. And I hope you get better as a player. I really do. And I hope the VoD review helped you out in some way. So with all of that being said, I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.